Did you know that Oxford has a simple imitation of the Bridge of Sighs? Keep watching to see the original from the inside. Don't confuse Venice Mestre with Venice Santa Lucia. Both stations have Venice in the name. Santa Lucia is the main station, located in the city of Venice, while Mestre sits on the mainland. Most travelers should head straight to Santa Lucia, whereas the main reasons to stop at Mestre are if you need airport shuttle connections or you are staying at a budget-friendly mainland accommodation, though this isn't ideal unless you're visiting during peak season when prices in Venice are sky high. You'll be climbing up and down countless bridges and stairs, so a small, easy to carry bag is the best choice, unless you can afford a private taxi and someone else is going to carry your luggage from the beginning to the end of your journey. If you're flying to Venice, there are two airports, a low budget option, Treviso Airport Antonio Canova, TSF, and the main airport, Venice Marco Polo, VCE. Both are connected to the city by bus or shuttle, but the latter offers boat connections too. Once again, these are expensive taxis, but they may be included in your hotel stay. Forget about cars. Venice's streets are made of water. Your transport options include water taxis, public ferries, vaporetti, and of course, the iconic gondolas. No matter what, you'll walk countless steps, so bring comfy shoes. Pro tip: if you want to experience a gondola ride, but a full tour is not in your budget, hop on the gondola traghetto for €2, cash only. It only crosses the Grand Canal from one side to the other in about 5 minutes. Here's a list of the gondola traghetto stations. Our main stop is the magnificent Piazza San Marco, where you'll find St. Mark's Clock Tower, the Basilica, and the Doge's Palace. This historic square has been the political and social center of Venice for centuries. Did you know that all other Venetian squares are called campi? The whole toponymy of the city is unique. You won't find it anywhere else in Italy. Campo, singular, or campi, plural, means field, fields. They were covered in grass and people used them to grow fruits and veggies, for example. Coffee break at Caffè Florian. I don't really recommend stepping into Caffè Florian as we did here. It's one of the world's oldest coffee houses, opened back in 1720. Fair warning, it's ridiculously expensive, but it's also the oldest Italian cafe, and it welcomed literary giants, intellectuals, and artists of all kinds. Maybe once in a lifetime you could consider visiting this iconic spot. The Doge's Palace is an absolute must-see, even though it took me 35 years to finally visit it. This Gothic masterpiece, with its airy loggias and carved capitals, was once the residence of the dukes and the seat of government, the court of justice, and the prison of the Venetian Republic. The building perfectly embodies the power and magnificence of what the Venetian Republic used to be. Don't miss the breathtaking golden staircase named for the gilded stuccos lining its barrel vault. Every architectural detail here deserves a moment of appreciation. And I'm a fan of clocks specifically. Do you know what the zodiac has to do with the clocks in here? As you cross from the palace to the new prisons via the famous Bridge of Sighs, you will experience the dramatic contrast between opulence and austerity. Built entirely of Istrian stone, this enclosed bridge got its melancholic name from the sighs of prisoners who caught their last glimpse of Venice through its small windows. The palace housed different prisons depending on the crime and social class. The pozzi, on the ground floor, held serious offenders, while the piombi, in the attic, were for lesser crimes. The most famous escape, Giacomo Casanova, who broke out of the piombi. Read his Story of My Escape from the Piombi for the thrilling details. The two pink columns outside of the building, made of Verona red marble, are said to mark where nobles were executed, their bodies left as warnings to other Venetians. Dominating the square is the magnificent St. Mark's Basilica, begun in 828 to house the stolen relics of St. Mark from Alexandria, Egypt. The basilica's Byzantine character is unmistakable. Over 8,000 square meters of golden mosaics cover the walls, vaults, and domes, narrating the stories of St. Mark. The Greek cross plan and stunning mosaics reflect Venice's historical ties with Constantinople. Look down. The floor, made in opposectile marble inlay, features complex geometric patterns that seem to undulate beneath your feet, mimicking the lagoon waters that support the city. Skip Venice during Carnival week before Lent, unless you are a big fan of the holiday, because you won't be able to walk in the alleys. Avoid major religious festivals too, such as April 25th, Patron Saint's Day, the Redentore around the 20th and 21st of July, and Madonna della Salute on the 21st of November, unless you love massive crowds or have a friend who can host you on their boat to fully enjoy the festivities. Acqua Alta alert. In October, November, and March-April, high tides can flood the city, especially St. Mark's Square and the corresponding neighborhood. It's inconvenient. Honestly, it's a tragedy happening in front of your eyes, but also quite a unique experience. Regular boats may not be enough on those days. Where to stay? Mine was just a day trip. But if you're planning your accommodation, keep this in mind. If you're visiting for the Biennale, stay in Castello, the furthest neighborhood from the train station. The film festival in late August, early September takes place on the Lido di Venezia, which is a different island right in front of Venice, quite close to Castello actually. And remember, avoid ground floor rooms near St. Mark's Square in April and November, aka flood season. Final tips. Keep in mind potential entrance fees, mainly during the weekend and high season, but check this in advance as it varies. Before you go, which Venice landmark are you most excited to visit? Comment below, and now that you watched this, check out the video on the screen. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.